Yo guys, Zen here from XanthaCraft, back at you with another video. Today's video is going to be about the latest and final, I would say, major update for Guns Factions before the reset today at 3 p.m. If you guys are interested in playing the server, the IP is play.xanthacraft.net. I'll put the IP in the description. Without further ado, let's get into what's new. Alright. So, one of the first things, thank you for everybody who played the first map. I appreciate everybody who played. It was a lot of bug fixing. It was the beta. But yeah, now we've fixed a lot of things. We fixed launchers too. That's one of the first things I definitely want to mention. So launchers, they now they take, players do take damage from the launchers, excuse me. And you can still use them to raid, however they don't work during the grace period. And I don't have permission to use this. Alright, sorry about that. Fixed that problem. So what's fixed about the launchers now is they now cause damage to players, and now they require ammo. The ammo is fire charges, and every time you reload you do take one. However, right now, launchers will not work because of the grace period, so we have 4 days of grace period. After that's up, then you can use launchers all you want. Alright, so that's the first major thing. These now cause damage to players, just not for the first 4 days. Alright, and then what was next? I wanted to talk about the new additions to Dark Zone. Alright, so there's been a lot of new things added to Dark Zone. And a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and start a meteor shower too. So I can show you the new things. Alright, so we're just gonna grab some armor here. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because there are some big updates that I'm gonna announce that are coming to the server. I didn't grab any fudge. I didn't grab any food. That's funny. Great. Alright. So while we're waiting on this meteor shower, we're gonna head down to the Dark Zone outpost. So when you spawn, you're gonna spawn right there whenever you warp in here. Then if you come over a little bit here, the Dark Zone outpost is just down there. So you'll cross over one of these root or leave things, whatever you want to call them. Not almost fall in like I just did. And that's the outpost over there. Alright. So we did add meteors into the Dark Zone. Now they only have like I think it's like a 15 or 5% chance spawn. I kind of forgot what I set it at. But they have a rare chance of spawning, so they don't spawn as regularly. See, here's one right here. We got lucky. But just to kind of show you what's kind of some of the stuff is in here, we'll go ahead and open one up. Oh, there's another one over there. Here, we'll go ahead and give myself some steak for the sake of the video. I don't want to be starving out here. Alright, so that's some of the stuff. You get some Dark Zone armor. And cool thing is, the Dark Zone armor is actually Prot 5. That was a lucky one. Normally you wouldn't get 2 pieces of armor. Let's see if we could try to get one of the new Dark Zone guns. So I've added 4, I believe it's 4 Dark Zone guns. And they're specifically for Dark Zone. And basically, they just do more damage to the Dark Zone mobs that spawn in here. If we can get, I don't know where the Dark Zone mobs are at. They should be spawning in by now. Let me see here. There we go. They should spawn in shortly. So some of the things you can get from the Dark Zone crates are banknotes. So you can just right-click, redeem those, and easy money. And then there's power boosters. The amount of chunks you can claim has been boosted. So for like people who are solos and they may have a big base, it's kind of hard because you can only have like up to 20. So if you go to the Dark Zone and get some Dark Zone crates, you get some power vouchers or power boosters, which boost your power over to 40, or boost by 20, excuse me. See if we can get another one of the Dark Zone weapons that I added. So, okay, here we go. This is two different ones. Cool. Alright. So we got 3 different ones here. Let's bring them all down. Put this up here. We don't need that anymore. Alright, so there's one other that I don't have for some reason. But basically, I'm going to get into more about these later. So, there's many different variants of guns now, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Okay, so for some reason... Okay, here they go. So these ones are just going to do more damage to the Dark Zone mods. Let's see if I can... Here we go. So they now drop these Dark Zone coins. They don't drop the, I think it was the orb it was before. But now they have a pretty high chance of dropping some items. And with these coins, there's the Dark Zone shop where you'll be able to buy stuff. So there is a point in grinding these guys. They do serve some purpose. Let's see if we can get some orbs. Let's see here. This one just, I guess he's stuck. There we go. Dark Zone orbs. So this is what you'll get. Oh shoot. Uh-oh. I don't want to get knocked off here. You wanna leave me alone? I ain't trying to get knocked off here. Ooh. Alrighty. Alright, so you'll get these Dark Zone orbs and these Dark Zone coins. So that's about it for... Ow, out of my face. So that's about it for the Dark Zone real quickly. So that's what's there. We may be adding a Koth to it, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. So there's 2 ways you can get to the Dark Zone shop. One, you can come walk up to him from spawn and give him a right click, and then you can see the different items you can get. So with the coins, you can buy spawners. So there is a point, you know, grinding them. So it's 25 Dark Zone coins for 1 Iron Golem spawner, 50 for a Blaze, 75 Witch, and 100 for a Silverfish. And you can also buy some of the Dark Zone weapons here with the orbs as well. Alright. The other thing I wanted to get into was we did add some more custom enchants. I don't know why that didn't work. That didn't work either. That's fun. Technical difficulties. Alright, so you can also get to the Dark Zone shop from the GUI. And the other thing that I added was some more custom enchants. You can check that out in the Discord if you're curious on which exact ones. And another new feature that we recently added was duels. So if you decide that, you know, there's too many people in PvP and you just want to 1v1 this guy because he looked at you funny and you want to take his money. Well, now you can do that. You can have fair 1v1s. So if you do /duel, in case there's nobody on, but in this case, you would just do /duel. And you would duel the name of the player. And if you wanted to bet a certain amount of money, let's just say whatever that much is. Then, you know, they would be sent a little message in chat. They can either accept or deny. I'll definitely probably maybe do another video explaining that whole thing, but it's pretty self-explanatory once you just challenge somebody for the duel. So one of the last things I wanted to quickly tackle real quick is gun variants. So now we're adding in gun variants, and how this works is a little bit different now. So let me know if this is a good addition or not, but we're basically several different gun variants. So like many different versions of the shotgun. Let's just put all this up in here for right now. So I've made some to start off with. So now everybody already knows about the elite weapons. So I added a couple different ones. I only have one of the M4 so far, but we have 3 additional shotguns. Alright, I want to quickly talk about these. You're probably wondering, what the heck is the difference between any one of these shotguns? Why would you make 3 more shotguns that we didn't need? Well, I figured this PvP may eventually get old, and I know there's some guns that certain people don't like, so I decided to come up with variants. So basically, you know, we have the normal shotgun, and it's going to help more by looking at the lore of the item itself. So it'll display like its stats, and I just want to quickly go over these because some of these may not make any sense to you. So for the normal shotgun, it does 7 damage, right, normally, per shot, and it does, its spread per shot is 100%, but when you sneak, it's negative 20% of that. So what that means basically is if I'm just running and gunning like this, you know, my spread's 100%. But if I sneak and then shoot, it tightens the spread of the shots. Alright. The recoil. This one has a little bit of recoil, which you'll notice when you shoot your gun. You do kind of... It pushes you back a little bit. When you sneak, that also stops that. Alright. And then the other stat shows how many pellets is being shot. So for example, how many projectiles. So in this case, it's 5. We can clearly see that. And then a 3-second reload on the bottom. So all these guns have different stats. So obviously the elite shotgun's a little bit better in damage, but it's not as good on the recoil. So what was it? No, it was the spread. So this one has, so example, this one has more spread than the shotgun, the normal one. And you can see it's pretty clear. And again, you can still sneak. As long as it says like negative 100% or negative 20 sneak, as long as it shows that, then you it'll help tighten the spread. Now there are guns, I believe that I have one here. I do have one here. Okay, so here's this one. So we'll talk about the M4 real quick. This one says 40% spread, but negative 0% on sneak, and negative 0% recoil, and negative 0% on sneak. So essentially, this means basically that sneaking would have no benefit to the gun. You just have to manage the spread on it. So whenever you see negative 0% on sneak on both the spread and the recoil, there's literally no benefit to sneaking. So let's talk about these variants a little bit better. So there's 5 different ones, and each one, certain ones have more spread. This one has more pellets, like for example the alien shotgun, which you can get in the meteors, has a lot more pellets. But the difference is it spreads out a lot more. And even sneaking doesn't really fix it. So now so this would be good for like if you want to hit multiple targets and maybe you're trying to do it up close like that. Alright, now let's just say, for example, you would prefer to hit your people distance with shotguns. That's what the Vogue shotgun comes in for. So this one has 100% spread, but negative 50% on sneak. So this one has the tightest spread at the longest distances. So again, if we sneak, the spread on it is really tight. So if you want to hit just one target, maybe the Vote shotgun is for you. And this one's pretty easy to obtain. If you warp to the crates, you can get it 40% chance if you vote. Every vote you do gives you 1 crate key. We'll just do one for example. Probably even get a Vote Desert Eagle or something. Or you could get common keys. So you could there's more chances to get different items. I also filled up all these crates. I'm not going to go too much into these crates. I'll let you guys look into them. Let me know if they need a nerf. I think they might need a nerf, but I'm not. I'm going to let you guys decide that when you play. But yeah, we could probably pick one up here. Or pick blaze spawners. But anyways, that, you know, so that's another area you can get this vote shotgun. So if that's something you would want, something for longer distance, then you're definitely going to do some voting to get the voting shotgun. Or maybe you want to hit more targets at a closer distance, then you're going to want to get the meteors for the alien shotgun. Now I'm going to go over the dark zone shotgun. Now, this one is really, I mean, you could use it to go against players, although there's like other things for that. So this one has much more recoil. The spread is less manageable. Well, I mean, you could use it to kill players. I don't see why not, but I don't know how beneficial it would be. It's mainly just for the dark zone mobs. But yeah, that just explains the different variants, which I thought were pretty cool. It kind of makes the PvP based off preference, I feel like. So like if you prefer to use shotguns at longer ranges, or maybe you rather snipe up close. I mean, we're going to be adding different variants. Probably won't have a lot of variants this map, but definitely next map we'll have more variants. And they'll pretty much everything will be phased to this type of lore. They won't be let's see, let's grab. They won't be like this. They won't have weird just chat messages about it. They'll all have their own stats. So the stats will be displayed on all the guns, and there'll be variants. And for right now, I'm going to focus on the variants for the free kits. I'm not too worried about the gun kits, unless like some of you guys donators. I know some of you are donators. If you guys want the variants, I can definitely make some, but I can't promise you anything there. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. I've been doing this all night long. Let me see here. That's about it. That's all the major things, and there's probably like 6 or 7 other little things I adjusted here and there that I'm just not remembering right now. I've definitely incorporated a lot of things that I know that y'all suggested. I think one of them was allowing claims next to each other. I'm pretty sure I added that. And what was the other? There was another big suggestion. Oh, so you also can now grind spawner mobs with your guns, and they will drop XP. So you don't have to punch the mobs, but if you do grind, you can grind XP with your guns now. Alright. I think that's it. So the release is 3 p.m. today, if you're interested, and I'm not asleep. I'll be in the voice call probably about 15 minutes before the release, and I may release it like a few minutes early. But yeah, the IP is played.xanthacraft.net, and yeah, we're gonna be, I think it's a 2-week map. I am everywhere today. Alright, well, I hope this was helpful, and you guys like some of the things that are coming. Oh, that's what I was supposed to talk about. Alright, so for Season 3, I know a lot of people were asking about the raiding outpost. I'm not going to implement that one this season, although it may come like mid-season. But it's definitely going to be in map 3. That's confirmed. I can confirm that one. And then possibility of adding pets. That I don't know. That's a possibility. We may be adding those. But if you guys have any other suggestions, leave them down in the Discord, alright? Hope you guys have a nice day. I hope this was helpful. And goodbye.